That's right. Welcome in, welcome back, folks, to the latest batch of details coming out of this whole Michigan saga. Sicken me to my core, and it has nothing to do with football. These people are sick and dangerous, and somebody needs to stop it. Edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find the program on YouTube. Do it. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Give the video a thumbs up. That helps old Johnny Boy out as well. Notifications on it where you're alerted every time a new episode drops. I know you don't want to miss it. Twitter, search bar Always Irish or at Always Irish Inc. Emails alwaysirishandy@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want it. You can get it. The call-in lines 312-988-15. You call it, tell Johnny all you've heard and seen. Instagram, Facebook, Always Irish Inc., USA Today, Fighting Irish, where I read all of my stuff. Patreon.com/Always Irish. Former Notre Dame captain and myself, Mike Goolsby is his name. We break down all things Notre Dame and college football. Go there, be square. So, it's been an ongoing debate about what should happen to Michigan after all the Connor Stallion saga. Central Michigan all but admitted it was him on the sidelines wearing their outfit, spray painting his Nike shoes to look like their Adidas ones. And of course, don't forget, a night game, and he had big shades on with the little blue light in the corner, recording all of Michigan State's signs from the Central Michigan sideline, dressed as one of their staffers, okay? So other Big Ten ADs and coaches want action. They had a conference call last night, and then they kicked Harbaugh off of it, and all the other ADs or coaches were saying what they think should happen. Somebody needs to do something. And the Big Ten's in a tough spot. They want to promote Michigan. It's one of their biggest brands. The new commissioner's in his first year. He probably don't want to make a bunch of waves. Now you're in a position where you have, 12 or 13 other schools and coaches and ADs that are pressuring you to do something in the moment, and then you have Michigan you want to protect all alone. What do you do? What do you do? It's a bad spot to be in. Michigan put him in that spot. Michigan put him in that spot, and I'm sick of hearing doing anything in the season would be unprecedented. Well, yeah, because the levels Michigan has gone to break the rules are unprecedented. It's really, really simple. It would be unprecedented to do something to stop them this year because nobody's gone this far to cheat in this many different ways. So, yeah, it'd be unprecedented. So is there inappropriate behavior. Duh. Today's release of information, though, is very, very different. Very, very different and a lot darker. Stomach turning, in fact. There is public video showing a low-level Michigan staffer trying to hook up with a 13-year-old for inappropriate adult activities that has emerged. The guy's wearing all his Michigan gear. It was him. There's no question. And he was released from working for Michigan earlier this fall. The Michigan media knew about this occurrence, and they didn't report on it. You see, that group values winning football games more than protecting children. People think I say MFBD, Michigan Football Brain Disorder, as a joke. No, I mean it. It is real. These people are sick and deranged. Rather than protect the local area, that there was a guy like this engaging in this behavior so that everybody else could be on the lookout and protect their kids, they all swept this story under the rug. They value football wins over taking care of children. This one's sick, man. The other stuff, we could argue football, what's right or wrong, unfair advantage, how much of it mattered. The stuff Michigan has going on is going way deeper than football, and it needs to be stopped for the safety of the community, literally. Follow me here. If you think I'm being hyperbolic as the Notre Dame guy, follow me down this trail. Tell me where I'm wrong. Number one, Jimmy Boy hired Shemi Schembechler to be connected with the program due to his name, obviously, his last name. Turns out he has a long history of being openly racist, and that backfired quickly, having him be a part of the program. There's number one. Number two, Weiss is still being investigated ongoing by the FBI for his illegal activities on university computers. Some of the things that are being investigated are terrifying. This is not football-related stuff, you guys. I'm not going to get into too many details of what they're going after Weiss about, because that's just stuff I read. I cannot verify, whatever. It's not football stuff he's in trouble for. It goes a lot deeper and darker than that with the information he was accessing on university computers. A legitimately scary situation. So much so the FBI is involved. Number three, probably the least offensive of everything they have going on. You have the open, ongoing recruiting violations from the COVID period against Harbaugh. That's still going on. Then we get to the Connor Stallion Spygate stuff. That operation being fully revealed, all the details. We're learning how he put it together. Even so far that he dressed up in Central Michigan stuff on their sideline with the recording device in his glass, his shades he's wearing at a night game. And Central Michigan had every chance at their presser to go, that's Billy, our longtime ball guy. They didn't. They got up there and said, we're investigating how this sign stealer guy ended up on the sidelines. It's amazing. If you watch the footage, when a play runs out of bounds into that sideline, Connor Stallions turns away from the camera and puts his head down every time. Every time the camera moves there, because a play goes into that sideline, a guy gets pushed out of bounds, Stallions turns away, ducks his head down, and turns against the camera. You're busted. You are busted. So you have all of that. Now you add to it a staffer trying to manipulate a 13-year-old with alcohol into inappropriate activities. I have a real honest-to-God question for you all. A honest-to-God question. We have on the field, competitive in the moment stuff going on here. And we have off the field, behind the scenes, serious stuff going on here. If this doesn't add up to a lack of institutional control, someone needs to tell me what would. This isn't even about football anymore. This program's literally dangerous to the community because of the people they've invited in-house. You got one's a racist. The other one is accessing information he's not allowed to from university computers for inappropriate reasons. You got a staffer going after underage people. And I didn't even get to the on-the-field cheating stuff. That seems totally insignificant compared to these other real-world situations. And you could say, if you're a Michigan defender, these are just lone wolves acting alone, and you can't control everything. This is what happens when you hand the keys over to a weirdo like Harbaugh and you let him run amok and do whatever he wants and nobody checks him. This is what happens when you do that. And you let a guy not connected to reality in any way do whatever he wants. So I'm sure they didn't know they hired a pervert. You're doing a bad job with your vetting. You got 1, 2, 3 guys that you had a problem with already in the last year. If this level of on the field and off the field stuff this serious in nature does not equate lack of institutional control, I am afraid to know what would. Literally, the community is less safe due to the people Michigan hires to work in this program. The community's less safe. I'm not even talking about wins and losses and should they be in a Big Ten title game in the playoff. Society is in more danger because of how this program acts than they would any other program, where they just try and win football games and act normal. So the NCAA is going to take 90 years to do their investigation. Michigan is going to protect its own because they have no integrity whatsoever. The Big Ten is the group that needs to step in here and say, enough is enough. I don't care how many games you're going to win or whatever. We cannot have this anymore. It's not fair to the reputation of the conference and all the other teams you beat illegally. Never mind the off-the-field stuff. Some adult in the room needs to say, enough is enough. I was halfway laughing at this with the Michigan football brain disorder thing. It's real, you guys. It's real. Look at the kind of people they're bringing in the program. The community's not even safe. You got a racist and FBI on the trail, the FBI. You got a rogue guy spy-gating on everybody, and then you got somebody trying to pick up a 13-year-old on your staff. If this is not the definition of lack of institutional control, of making sure you know who you're hiring and what they're about, I don't know what could be. I mean, I'm afraid to know the answer. If you're telling me all the bullet points I laid out don't add up to lack of institutional control, I don't want to know what your definition is. I'm scared to know. What is there got to be a pile of bodies in the back shed where the used tackling dummies are? What meets your standard if this isn't it? This is no longer football. The community's not even safe anymore. These people are sick, and somebody needs to stop it.